Janine has started a pilot program where where some schools don't have librarians. She has found a way to bring Miss Inez or Rosalanda, someone in as a librarian. Welcome again to my tens and tens of friends. It is me, Teacher TJ. And today I will be rewinding and reviewing Abbott Elementary Season 3, Episode 7, Librarian. The show opens up with the teachers in the break room, with Melissa discussing that she needs a roommate to help supplement her income. And Jacob walks in and he mentions that he's looking for a room to rent so he can save some money. And there, she's posted on Craigslist and he's looking on Craigslist.
Listing just a cozy guest suite with a view, which is Craigslist speak for it's cramped. Then I emailed with this very nice nerd named Lester with great credit and even better grammar. I got a good feeling about this.
I think my search for a new place to live is over. After some not so ideal meetups where I learned to stop using my real name or list Great Hugger in the About Me section,
I told you.
I have found the perfect cozy guest suite with a view.
Lester?
Mildred?
Craigslist is pretty old. I did not know it was still a thing. Craigslist got a bad reputation and I just stayed away from it. Not to mention, it was along the time where the internet was just beginning to internet. So, because like Craigslist, if I'm not mistaken, is older than a lot of these apps or websites. But Craigslist, put it like this, sell everything.
Everything?
Everything. So I personally just stayed off of Craigslist. But Melissa and Jacob are on Craigslist and they're looking for a room and a roommate. And they noticed that Craigslist is kind of different. So they have decided to use fake names on Craigslist.
Hey,
Maybe you could just keep looking.
Everywhere else is either twice my budget or a 3-hour commute.
I mean, 3 hours isn't forever.
Started out as like a little depressing, but looking on the brighter side of things, they both found what they were looking for. In the library, Janine has started a pilot program where where some schools don't have librarians. She has found a way to bring Miss Inez or Rosalanda, someone in as a librarian. A lot of times we think about librarians as someone who is maybe got the job through just applying and they're not as skilled or educated as the teachers, just as educated as the teacher. So let me share a few fun facts about librarians. Librarians do way more than just put books on the shelves or help you find a book, or in my day, help you learn how to use a catalog. Many librarians are experts in research, technology, and information management. The modern librarian often teaches digital skills like using databases, evaluating sources, and some of them even code. Librarians help to fight misinformation by teaching media literacy, which is a pretty big deal today. And not all librarians work in public libraries. Some work in law firms, hospitals, schools, museums, and corporations. The American Library Association sets standards and supports librarians across the United States. And librarians can specialize in children's books, adult literature, archivists, and some are digital librarians. And the way that you will become a librarian is to first get a bachelor's degree, and then they also have to earn a master's degree. Most librarian jobs require a Master of Librarian in Information Science from a program accredited by the American Library Association. So they gain their experience through volunteer work at a library, internships, and they also can have experience with kids in school or in childcare. Then they have to choose a specialty and get certified. Some states require certification, especially for those in school libraries. So your local librarian is more than just a person who loves books or who has worked with books for some times. They're actually there highly educated, and they know what they're doing. So speak to one. And if you would like a little more insight about today's libraries, I suggest you check out The Librarians, which is a PBS documentary titled Banned Books and the Librarians Caught in the Political Battle. Again, that's a PBS documentary and it is quite entertaining. So Jacob begins to move his things in at Melissa's house, and they actually find out that they have a lot in common and they're going to make great roommates. Back at Abbott in the library, Barbara is having a tough time checking out books and finding a time where her children can go to the library, and the students are starting to like the librarian reading their books a lot more than they like Barbara. So Barbara's not taking that too well. She's like, okay, going on with the librarian because she's not making things easier for her, and the children are actually starting to like her more. At Melissa's house, she offers to pack Jacob a lunch, but Jacob is like, he doesn't want the lunch because he's noticing that their good friendship at school is starting to throw off the dynamic at work.
Just that, did you see what happened today with Mr. Johnson when he cried? I think our friendship is throwing off the dynamics. Today, I ate out of a Tupperware that had your name on it, and Mr. Johnson thought I was stealing your food, so he decided it was a free-for-all and ate Barbara's lunch. And then Barbara was so cranky that she drank the last cup of coffee without making a new pot, and Gregory was then so tired that he left the hose on in the garden.
And then that's why the kids tracked all the mud into my classroom, and I went to find Mr. Johnson, but he was still crying, so I had to clean it up myself.
See? It's chaos. I think we should just pretend like nothing has changed between us.
Oh yeah, we gotta keep our friendship a secret because I cannot be mopping everything.
Barbara is not too enthused with the librarian. She might not be able to stay, and that's making Janine quite sad because she started the pilot program. Janine spoke with Gregory about Barbara not liking the program, and Gregory let her know that everyone likes the program. All of the students are doing better, and the teachers like that. So Gregory let Janine know that Barbara's opinion about the program wasn't really correct, and it might have just been her personal feelings about the program, about the librarian, and not the program per se, because scores are up, kids are reading more. The smaller kids love when the librarian reads, so there was really no real issue with the program except for Barbara's not that great with change. Let's just put it like that. Although Jacob and Melissa feel like their relationship or friendship was throwing everything off at Abbott, they just admitted that they were actually really good friends, and they told all of the teachers, and they like, okay. But that kind of made them feel a little crazy, but good, y'all friends. Y'all should be. Y'all roommating. Janine goes to speak to Barbara to let her know that the program is working for everyone except her. So maybe she should reconsider speaking to the district and telling them that she doesn't like the program. Janine actually let Barbara know that she was wrong, and Janine had a really hard time with telling Barbara that she was wrong because, Barbara is her favorite. Barbara realized that Janine was right, so when she left a review for the program, she left a good review. And that was the end of the show. Bye, Tia.